Today I will be reading an excerpt from The International Jew, Volumes 1 and 2, by Henry Ford and the editors of the Dearborn Independent. I'm going to start with an article called The All-Jewish Mark on Red Russia. We shall now briefly interrupt the commentary which we have been making on the protocols to set at rest once and for all certain misstatements which are made for Gentile consumption. To learn what the Jewish leaders of the United States or any other country think, do not read their addresses to the Gentiles, read their addresses to their own people. On such matters as these, whether the Jew regards himself as destined to rule the world, whether he regards himself as belonging to a nation and race distinct from every other nation and race, whether he regards the Gentile world as the legitimate field of his exploitation by a lower moral method than is permissible amongst his own people, whether he knows and shares the principles of the protocols on such matters as these, the only safe guide is to be found in the words which Jewish leaders speak to Jews, not in the words they speak to Gentiles. The notable Jewish names, which appeared often in the press, do not represent the spokesperson of Judaism at all, but only a selected few who represent the Department of Propaganda amongst the Gentiles. Sometimes that propaganda is in the form of donations for Christian charitable organizations. Sometimes it is in the form of liberal opinions on religious, social, and political questions. In whatever form it comes, you may depend upon it that the real activities of the Jewish hierarchy proceeds under cover of that which the Gentile is invited to observe and approve. The statement offered in this series are never made without the strictest and fullest proof, confirmation, and corroboration in the utterance of Jewish leaders. This is one of the strange features of the multitude of Jewish attacks on the series. They are attacking what they themselves stand for, and their only reason for the attack must be their belief that this investigation has not been able to penetrate through to that which has been kept hidden from the world. The most persistent denials have been offered to the statement that Bolshevism everywhere in Russia or the United States is Jewish. In these denials, we have perhaps one of the most brazen examples of double intent referred to above. The denial of the Jewish character of Bolshevism is made to the Gentile, but in the confidence and secrecy of the Jewish communication or buried in the Yiddish dialect or obscurely hidden in the Jewish national press, we find the proud assertion made to their own people that Bolshevism is Jewish. Jewish propaganda has only two straws to grasp in the terrible tale of murder, immorality, robbery, and forced starvation and hideous humanism, which makes the present Russian situation impossible to describe and all but impossible to comprehend. One of these straws is that Kerensky, the man who eased in opening wedges of Bolshevism, is not a Jew. Indeed, one of the strongest indications that Bolshevism is Jewish is that the Jewish press emphasizes so fiercely the alleged Gentilism of at least two of the revolutionary notables. It may be cruel to deny them two among hundreds, but merely saying so cannot change Kerensky's nationality. His name is Adler, his father was a Jew and his mother a Jewess. Adler, the father, died, and the mother remarried a Russian named Kerensky, whose name the young child took. Among the radicals who employed him as lawyer, among the forces that put him forward to drive the first nail into Russia's cross, among the soldiers who fought with him, his Jewish descent and characters have never been doubted. Well, but then there is Lenin, our Jewish publicist says. Lenin, the head of it all, the brains of it all, and Lenin is a Gentile. We've got you there. Lenin is a Gentile. Perhaps he is, but why do his children speak Yiddish? Why are the proclamations put forth in Yiddish? Why did he abolish Christian Sunday and establish by law the Jewish Saturday Sabbath? The explanation of all this may be that he married a Jewess. The fact is that he did, but another explanation may be that he himself is a Jew. Certainly he is not the Russian nobleman he has always claimed to be. The statement he has made about his identity thus far has been lies. The claims that he is a Gentile may be unfounded too. No one ever doubted Trotsky's nationality. He is a Jew. His name is Bronstein. Recently, the Gentiles were told that Trotsky had said he wasn't much of anything in religion. That may be. But still, he must be something, else why are the Russian Christian churches turned into stables, slaughterhouses, and dancing halls, while the Jewish synagogues remain untouched? And why are Christian priests and ministers made to work on the roads, while Jewish rabbis are left their clerical privileges? Trotsky may not be anything in religion, but he is a Jew nonetheless. More to come from this excerpt on this article concerning the Jews and Red Russia.